Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hi. How is everybody's Saturday? How is everybody's weekend so far? Let me just boot up the old legal video games machine. Good, good, awesome. That's so good and awesome. Let's get our shit together here real quick. Okay. So last time we got to Eckerseek City. We tried to beat our rival so that we could go on to the gym, and we failed. So now I think we're fighting the Kimono Girls, and after we beat all of them, I'm pretty sure that's how we get Surf. So that'll be cool. Having a bitchin' Saturday. How about you, dog? My Saturday is pretty bitchin' as well. Thank you for asking. Oh, Phoebes, you play RuneScape? That's sick. Do you have any of the sick capes? The sick skill capes? I'm gonna turn this shit down in my headphones. I'm getting blasted. Alright. So we got these two girls already, I'm pretty sure. But how we doing on PP and whatnot? Yeah, we're fine. We're totally fine. What's up? Eating mushrooms with your wife? That sounds great. What a beautiful Saturday activity. Ooh! Umbreon's sprite is so sassy in this game. You see that little butt shake? Mushroom potty? What does that mean? What do you mean? Hey, what do you mean by that? Wow, everybody's here. Hi, Maddie. Hi. Phoebe. Hi. Rowan. Tegan, Sarah, they're all here. Aw, Strawberry, come on! What's a potty? What's a potty? Oh, you're playing modded Minecraft? What do your Minecraft mods do? Do they add like Iron Man and do they add like Iron Man and like Captain America to the game? Do you have like aimbots that can like shoot through walls? Shoot skeleton arrows through walls? Flesh biome? That's sick. That sounds sick. Flesh biome. Whoa, she's loaded. She gave me 1,200 fucking yen for winning. You have the agility cape in RuneScape? That's sick, dog. That's fucking tight. I always love seeing like a dude with like the campfire, the like fire, like campfire cape. I'm like, that dude built so many campfires. I haven't played RuneScape in a really long time. I should do something about this. I think. I don't know if the current strategy is sustainable. No, yeah, we're gonna have to go and refill our pee-pee real quick. You lied about your agility cape. You just have the completionist cape from your old MLP video? Okay. I don't know what the fuck you're on about, but like, I'm gonna, even though you admitted to lying, I'm gonna choose to believe you this time. Oh, she thinks I'm cute. Hey, do you guys think I'm cute? Would you guys, would you guys vote for me? for cuteness? Vote for you for what? Vote for me for cuteness. Luna, you just got here. You're already trying to bring this party down. Someday a bird is gonna poop on your head. Someday I think a seagull or like a crow or like a pigeon is gonna take a crap right on top of your head. When you least expect it, you're gonna get pooped on by a bird. Forlung Northern Lion fight to the death for cutest streamer. Remember when Northern Lion asked why? remember when Northern Lion asked why you get lasagna from the puppy in Super Auto Pets? I don't know if they told him the truth, but I remember he asked. Did you know there's a program where you can throw things at your VTuber? No, I didn't know that. It sounds pretty cool. Alright, that takes care of that. Burping on stream, yeah, burping on stream, yeah. I keep dancing because there are people who enjoy what I do. My Pokemon keep my spirits up too. I can relate to her. I understand what she's saying. The pony video? The video I made about ponies? Yeah, give me that, 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 give me that. Yeah, 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 yeah. You wrote me in for your vote for mayor? Thanks, dog. I hope I win. You can set up the program for donations, and when people donate, you can have a trash can get thrown at your VTube model? Wow. That's amazing. What can't we do with technology these days? Hey Forlung, what was the moment you were like, I should totally make a game, this is what I want to do? Well, I mean, I wanted to make a game since I was like a little kid, because it's like a thing like, when you're a little kid and you play a video game and you're like, wow, wouldn't it be so cool if I could make a video game? But like, when I really decided like to actually do it, was like, I don't know, I always wanted to do it, but it was always a matter of like, having the time and resources to do it. And what made me decide to do it was that a person came to me and said, do you want all this, do you want some money? Do you want like a gratuitous amount of money? And I was like, that doesn't make any sense that you would say something like that to me, but yes, I do. And then they like were like, okay, I'll give you this amount of money over the course of 3 years. And I was like, wow, that's exactly enough time to make a video game. And then they gave me the first part of the money for the first year, and I immediately spent it on getting my partner out of debt and like paying a bunch of bills, which was awesome, which was so cool that I could do that. But then the second year came and they were like, sorry, I was really manic when I told you that I would give you a bunch of money for 3 years in a row, and I'm not actually going to do it. And I was like, well, that's okay, I understand. Like, it felt way too good to be true anyway, so that's fine. But like, I made the decision to start making the game because I thought that I would have 3 years of having all of my expenses paid, and then I would just be able to make the game, like, you know, at a leisurely pace. But that didn't end up happening the way that it was originally promised. And so what ended up happening was I started to make the game, and then, you know, a year into the project, I suddenly had no time for it because I had to focus all of my attention on survival and like making enough money to live and support myself and stuff back in Seattle. So I started to feel like, well, I'm never going to get this thing done unless I move myself to a different environment where I have less to focus on and can actually like commit myself to making this thing. And so I moved back across the country and moved back in with my mom. And I'm gonna stay here with her until the game is done, I guess, because I didn't want to just like put it on hold for years and years and then like try to pick it up again like later. It's like, I want to do it now. Like I already started doing it. I want to do it. But anyway, I'm gonna see if there are any like extra trainers we could fight somewhere else before we go and take our rival on again, because we got fucking creamed the first time. You got RPG Maker? That's awesome. I love RPG Maker. It's my favoriteest game engine ever. The only other game engine I would ever use if they publicly released it, I feel like, is like the Telltale tool. If the Telltale tool ever got like a public release, I would make a game in that shit. I would like learn Lua to like make a game in that shit. But otherwise, I just think like all of my favorite games pretty much that have ever been made are made in RPG Maker. So I'm like really happy to be making a game in RPG Maker. I think RPG Maker is fucking awesome. Do you want to make a game personally, or do you want to be in the game industry? I don't think a person like me can be a part of an industry. I don't know. I think I'm too, like... I don't like collaborating. I don't like doing stuff. I don't like making stuff with other people, because when I make something, it's like I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm taking a shit, right? It's like when I make stuff because I feel bloated, like emotionally, and I'm like, I have to like make something right now, otherwise I'm gonna die from constipation. So like when I make something, it's like I'm taking a shit. And so like trying to make something with other people, trying to collaborate with other people, feels like I'm inviting another person to like sit on the toilet and shit with me. And like it's not, the toilet seat isn't wide enough for that kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? you know what I mean? Yeah, my investors backed out. That's one way to word it. Yes, my sole investor, my one investor backed out. No, I'm not. I'm not going to I'm not taking them to court. It was nice enough of them to give me anything in the first place. I'm not going to beef. Why are multiple people adding me, asking, what do you do if mom finds the poop sock drawer? I don't have a poop sock drawer. I don't even have drawers. I don't have a single drawer in my entire bedroom. My bedroom is 9 feet long by 8 feet wide, and there are no drawers. There are some shelves, and the shelves are full of books. I own a computer and a bed and several shelves full of books, and that's basically it. What kinds of books? I really like horror and dark fantasy, but I have other kinds of books as well. I love fiction. I think fiction is great, and I think the written word is great, and I think it's a great medium for fiction. Look, Phoebe, I'll learn Lua if they release... If somebody can... if someone leaks the Telltale tool, I'll learn Lua. Otherwise, I'm not learning any programming language. What are you doing if mom finds the poop sock shelf? She's not gonna find it. She'll never find it. She'll never find it. What happened to music? What do you mean what happened to music? Like in the stream? If you can't hear the music of the stream, that's a problem. But if you mean like in general, it's like I still make music. There's gonna be music in my game. There's gonna be original music in the game. I've made it and I'll make more. And someday when I'm bored of making video games, I'll probably go back to making music, like standalone music again, but it won't be for a while. What if mom finds the pee jars in the closet? Look, they're not in the closet, alright? Okay, they're under my bed, and she's not gonna find them because her knees are not good enough to go up the stairs. Someone mistook you for me recently? That's awesome. You should have admitted to being me. Congrats, P-Jars, on coming out of the closet. You like the Big Gay Summer mixtape? That's awesome. I'm glad that you like that. That Big Gay Summer was actually like a semi-miserable summer, but a really good album came out of it, so I'm really happy about that. All caps. Okay, this is an all caps message in the chat right now. It says, my friend is obsessed with Gamzee and needs to know how you feel about him. 2 microphone emojis. Back in 2013, I was pretty hype on Gamzee. So I guess I'm still pretty hype on Gamzee. Are you gonna piss on the floor if you run out of jars? No, I'm not, because I have a carpet, and I'm not gonna pee on the carpet. I have pull-ups. Actual question, is Hushy equals Forlung? Yeah. I feel like my chat is like really behind or something. Am I able to switch? Am I able to adjust my latency settings like mid-stream? Can I do that? No. No, I can't. Okay, whatever. Keep You Sweatin' is your favorite Gold Dust remix? That's awesome. I'm really happy to hear that. I made that song like immediately after like the first time I ever heard Gold Dust. I was like, yeah! Like, I recognized this from the Jackal Queenston song. Like, JQ also did this song. I gotta do this song now. So I did. Has my mom ever found the diapers? Yeah, wait, I've had conversations with my mother about disposable incontinence briefs. She's cool with it. She gets it. Your music is an element on that table of those elements that they list periodic like. What the fuck is... What do you mean? What's the atomic weight of my music? Yeah, we got a Baba. We got a Baba. There we go. That's proper. Do you own diaper jars? What does that mean? What is that? What are diaper jars? Oh, Shape Sounds, What Are They About? That's a great classic song. That's a great classic song featuring my friend Ellie from forever ago. Shapes, Sounds, What Are They About? Man, that's a blast from the freaking past. What's your opinion on diaper fracking? Pale divers. What do you mean? Diaper fracking? Like in the ocean? To... What? Shapes, sounds, what are they about? What are these cries that I'm letting out? I got a circle and a square and a rectangle too. But I've never seen a shape as cute as you. I don't remember the last words. I think it's something like that. What are my thoughts on Twilight Sparkle Cum Jar? Listen, it's, first of all, it's Rainbow Dash cum jar. It's caramelized Rainbow Dash on top of the radiator. If you're gonna reference it, then you gotta come correct with the information, with the true facts. Second of all, what do I think about it? I think it probably didn't smell very good. Oh, Corsla's sprite is awesome in this game. She's so wide in the face and head. Aww. My music helped you when you had very serious surgery. Aw, that's very sweet. I'm really glad that something I did was able to help you in that situation. Yeah, I'm also strapped in, Phoebe, for the day where I will very likely have to be like the person who's taking care of my mom as she gets older, because she does not have another person to do that for her. And I'm like, I watched her do it with her parents, and so like I know what to do, but I'm like, you know, I'm not super stoked, not like super looking forward to it. But I'll do it because my mom is the GOAT. She fucking rules. She's very supportive and she loves me very much, and I appreciate her very much, so she deserves to be cared for. Don't put your Forlong figurine in the jar. I don't even know where you got that figurine. Don't put it in the... Don't you put it in that jar. Just imagine your parents are like cute Pokemon. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Yeah, that's my thing too. Kermel Chermel. Yeah, no, I know. My mom's never, I don't think she's gonna retire. So I think that I'm gonna have to step up. My siblings are not gonna do it. They're not gonna be the ones to do it, so I think I might have to be the one who does it. And that's okay. I mean, like, I'm prepared to accept that. I've had my, like, adventures, you know, like, out in the world. For all of my 20s, I was, like, living hand to mouth on the other side of the country, like, trying to make it work and getting into all kinds of trouble and, like, living really dangerously. So I'm, you know, I'm getting older. I'm more prepared to settle down and do what needs to be done. Forlung isn't 20? No, I'm 31, homie. I'll never be 20 ever again. And thank fucking God, because being 20 was not easy. What am I doing in here? It said like I couldn't get some shit because I had too many things in my backpack. What a shit game. All our old RPGs used to be like this. Like, you couldn't have infinite items in your inventory because there wasn't that much space on the cartridge. Alright, hang on. I gotta go around back and Go to my pee-pee spot. Stop thinking I'm in my 20s. Hey, all of you guys, stop thinking I'm in my 20s. My 20s are over. My 20s been over 2 years. I'm 31 years old. I'm old enough to be all of your great-great-great-grandmothers. Okay, hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hi. What did I miss? What are you guys up to? 44 long in a few years. Shut up. 4 years old, 4 months and 4 days. Yeah, I'm burping on mic. I'm back and I'm burping on mic. Forlong, you're super cool. I hope you don't fall down the stairs. Well, thanks. I'm not gonna fall down the stairs. Don't worry about me. I'm really good at the stairs. I'm like one of the best people in my whole family at going up and down the stairs. Our milk even goes out to Kanto. So if our milk tank won't give us any milk, we're in trouble. You're older than me? That's awesome. I love not being the oldest person. I love when somebody's older than me because nobody's ever older than me. Every time I've ever lived my life, I've always I've always been, I don't know. Nobody older than me has ever been cool enough to be like a role model to me or anything. So I love when people are older than me. Moo. Miltank, you need these berries. Forlong, I love you. I love you too.
I love you too. I love you too.
Guys, I'm not gonna go bald. I'm not gonna go bald. My dad is like 56 or like 58 or something, and he still has a full head of hair, so don't worry about it. I'm not gonna go bald. But I don't think it's like that bad to go bald anyway. I feel like a lot of people can just pull that off, actually. Well, you forced that other person to say I love you for long because you were too scared to say it yourself. Okay. If you go bald, you can have my hair. Well, that's very sweet of you to say. Oh, your username is Big Gay Summer Mixtape. That's great. Well, I love all you guys. I love all you guys equally. I'm out of Vine Whips. This is bad. Dude, don't paralyze me. Have I ever listened to AJ Vega or MIDI Bunny? No, I'm sorry, I don't know either of those. I don't know anything about music, actually, really. Like, it might sound like I'm joking when I say that, but like, I don't. I don't. What's your thoughts on bottom surgery? What's your thoughts on top surgery? I don't have any thoughts about either of those things. If you want them, I think you should be able to get them. That's my thoughts on it. Phoebe, are you more mature and older than me? I like slightly. I feel like you're not as old as me, but if you want to be older than me, then that's fine. You can be. I'll let you. Ugh. Double team makes a horrible sound in this game. It's appropriate for like what the effect is, which is to be horrible, which is to make your Pokemon horrible and infuriating. I'm gonna be paralyzed this turn. Yep, I knew it. I called it. You are the youngest person ever. Wow, thank you. That's very nice to say. I was born 2 seconds ago from soup. What's your thoughts on being a puppy and playing and having fun with your friends? I'm 100% pro that. Here we go. Back to heal. Back to heal world. I hope your dream comes true of owning a huge stake in a pot company so that you can make the four-lung vape cart. I'm seeing, I can like see it in my mind's eye. Smoking that goo goo gaga 4-cart. I've like barely ever vaped weed in my life. I think I've vaped weed like maybe 2 to 3 times ever. You make carts? I don't care unless you make DMT carts. And if you do that, then I want you to send me 10 of them in the mail. But if they're just weed, then I don't want them. You've never had weed? Don't have weed. Just don't do it. You're gonna think I'm so old and so lame for saying this, but like if you don't have access to drugs, I recommend like accepting that and like not seeking them out. It's actually like awesome to be sober. It's like really way easier to like do stuff. To like commit to like a course of action, to like visualize your action and then actualize your vision is like so much easier when you are sober and not intoxicated. Edibles are not yummy, they taste like ass. Like 80% of edibles taste like fucking weed concentrate. It sucks. You can do stuff on weed, but you can't do a lot of stuff if you use weed every day. This is the thing. If you have a weed habit, then on average you will do less stuff than a person without a weed habit would normally do. Weed is good if you want to be terrified for a few hours for some reason. Yeah, I find mostly like whenever I use weed, it's like the first half of my experience using weed is like, I am alarmed at nothing. I am alarmed, but there is nothing alarming me. I just feel alarmed. And then the second half is, I am very close to paralyzed. I am not moving, and I'm just laying. Which is fine, because sometimes you need that, but, like, I don't know, I had a daily weed habit for, like, years and years, and it really, like, didn't help me in any way. It really didn't help me do anything. It didn't help me be, like, a better or more productive person, but, like, I can understand I can imagine circumstances where I would prefer to not be sober ever, and luckily I'm not in circumstances like that anymore, but like, I don't know, I'm not gonna blame anybody for having a habit, obviously. I think that like the first like 10 times that you like get high on weed, it's like magic and special and like awesome, and then like after that it's like it's just like a burden on your life if you are in the habit of using it very regularly. Hashi, can I come live with you if I only make DMT and never talk? yeah, sure. But you'll also probably be living with my mom. We won't be able to use the DMT until she goes to bed. The first time doing weed, you got so messed up, it was terrifying, and you couldn't do anything, and you were nonverbal, and you had to text your dad to pick you up. Yeah, I had a situation where I had a cousin who I hadn't talked to since I was a little kid, and when I was in college, I learned that he was living in the same town that I was going to school in. So he like hit me up on like Facebook. He was like, "Oh, I heard you make music. That's so cool. I make music too. Let's like hang out." And I was like, "Oh yeah, okay." And he's he's a couple years older than me, like maybe like 6 years older than me or something. And so I went over, and you know, he's like in his like mid to late 20s, and I'm like 18 or 19 or whatever. Yeah, I'm like 19, and and he has like his friends over at his place, and like his like cute girlfriend and stuff, and they're like smoking a blunt, and he like lets me hit his blunt, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, thanks cuz, like I can handle this, no problem." And I like took a big toke on the blunt, and I got like way too high, and I was there for like 15 minutes like not saying anything, and then I like looked at him, and I was like, "I think I'm like too high to like be here." And he was like, "Yo, it's okay, like if you have to go, that's fine." And I was like, "Yeah, I think I have to go." And then I went, and then I like never talked to that cousin ever again in my whole life. Fuck you, Ralph, don't call me. I've been spending more time with my Goldine than with my kids. Dude, that's not my problem. Yeah, caffeine kind of sucks too. I'm like, I still drink like 2 cups of coffee a day, and I would really like to stop, because I can tell that it's actually making me more tired than it's supposed to make me less tired, but I can tell it's making me more tired than it would be if I was just not drinking coffee. You quit caffeine and feel way more regular? Well, I think that you're awesome, and I look up to you, and I want to be like you when I grow up. No way. Dude, come on. Don't fight me right here. Okay, he's not gonna fight me right here. I was literally down here grinding, down here training so that I could go back to the last place I saw him and beat him. If he tried to fight me here, I would have just started crying. Oh, that's awesome, Luna. I'm really proud of you for quitting coffee. I look up to you now. I want to be like you when I grow up. Northern Lion did in fact say puppy lasagna. Can I get a hell yeah? Can I get a hell yeah? Alright, let's go all the way back. Wait, are there any more trainers to fight, like, on the periphery of... Oh yeah, there's some guys out here. Not you, though. Are none of you guys trainers? No? Oh my god.
You think my VTuber's cute? Do you think my VTuber is cute? Do you think my VTuber voice is cute? Do you think that I should talk like this all the time and be a VTuber with my VTuber voice?
My boyfriend loves puppy lasagna. My boyfriend loves puppy lasagna.
Well, that's all those guys, I think. I guess we'll... There's a ship down there. Oh, the lighthouse is here. Okay, I guess maybe I could do that. You can make me a better model for money? No! Phoebe, I think... Actually, if you made me a VTuber model, it would probably be pretty kick-ass, but I don't think that I don't think that it could be a reasonable replacement for this one. This one is like... This one is gold. What the fuck? You're not gonna fight me? What the hell? Who the hell is gonna fight me? My boyfriend is spending more time with his Goldine than me or our kid. Alright, here we go. This guy will fight me. Luna, I didn't say I looked up to you in any way that wasn't related to caffeine drinking, okay? Don't worry about it. I aspire to be like you when I grow up, in the sense that I aspire to not be drinking coffee every day. You're not gonna eat my eyebrows, don't say that. You're not gonna do that. You talk big, you talk big. You talk the talk, you can't walk the walk. You ain't gonna eat my eyebrows. Whoa, someone in the chat just crapped their pants. That's messed up. Aw, I love you too, Phoebe. I've always thought that you were certifiably gangsta. Green Puppy is not willing to give up morning coffee. I just want to switch it to like tea, you know? Like, I live in a cold place. I live in a place where it gets cold in the winter. Like, I need a hot drink, but I gotta replace it. I gotta replace it. We are both soprano Italian? I don't think that's true. It might be true for you, but I'm not. We both have a parent who is a tank commander in Desert Storm, but I'm not Italian. At Forlung, you're white. Yeah, dude. You caught me red-handed. I am not Italian! Thanks for clearing that up, Phoebe. That's true, though, about Desert Storm! Yeah, you're British. Me too. Genetically, not like geographically. Forling is Irish and loves doing the Irish jig. That's not true. Not. I took a DNA test. All right, a couple years ago, I took a DNA test. It told me I'm the whitest person alive. It told me that I was 1/3 English, 1/3 Scottish, and 1/3 Scandinavian. Which it's hilarious that it would differentiate between English and Scottish, but Scandinavian is so non-specific by contrast. I don't know. I feel like if I took some other DNA test from some other company, it probably would tell me some totally different shit. I bet all that shit is fucking bullshit. But there are like 5 different Scandinavian countries, and they're all like a significant distance away from each other, and yet they were willing to differentiate between England and Scotland, which are literally connected and all like not that far. Highland Scots Island? Lowland? I don't fucking know. They didn't tell me. The fucking test said, you're 33% Scottish. Congratulations. I don't fucking know. I do remember my grandma, though. My grandma, who had no legs, she got her legs taken off from diabetes. She used to have a little Scottish flag, like a Queen Mary flag, like the yellow one with the red dragon on it. She used to have like a little one of those like next to her bed, and when I was a little kid I'd go in there to say hi to her, and she'd be like, don't forget we're Scottish, and I'd be like, well, thanks for reminding me, Nan. Thank you, Nana, for Forlung, I got beat up at school today for having a temporary tattoo of you on my leg. Can you please give me some advice? Where did you get a temporary tattoo of me? Yes, I'll start my own DNA company and become the real-life Dr. Moral E. Dubious. I don't remember. Are there like wild Pokemon in the lighthouse? Well, how about... Alright. How about we go back and we see if we can beat Let's see if we could beat our rival back in the other town with the experience that we have now, and if it doesn't work out, then we can come back and do the rest of the lighthouse. Just enjoy the night core for a while. Alright, so we're all healed up. Let's save it. Yes! You got school on a Saturday? You got beat up at school on a Saturday? What's up with that? What the fuck? If Gadge was a Pokemon, which one would she be? I don't know, I guess she's like a... She's sort of a... Like if Jigglypuff was like emo. Alright, come on, dude. Detention? What, on a Saturday? You imagine getting detention on Friday and they tell you come in on Saturday? That'd be so whack. Oh, you live in Australia. It's Friday. Alright, alright. I'm sorry to hear that you got you got beat up for being a four-lug lover. Hoshi, okay, so I want to ask you some questions about your game. How do your characters change over time? What are their challenges? I am writing about Skunk and her home planet for a game or animations. Okay. How do my characters change over time? Well, what are their challenges? Let's see. How do they change over time and what are their challenges? I guess, like, Gage experiences, like, a gradual loss of innocence, but not in any way that's terribly crushing or like jarring. Just sort of in like a slow burn, matter of fact kind of way. What are their challenges? Their challenges are like the day-to-day realities of like living in like a really small rural environment and like only knowing the same 25 people from like when you're a kid to when you grow up, and like I don't know, acquisition of like the limited hometown sort of resources and like social positions, and I don't know, it's I haven't written enough of the game to like get really specific about any of that stuff. But, like, that's a general sort of direction I'm going in. A lot of Gage's challenges come from, like, wanting to understand how things work and being surrounded by people who really don't have adequate answers for her. Like, they all have something to say, but none of it is what she's hoping or needing to hear. Oh, the other challenge is, yeah, incontinence. How many times have you played Night in the Woods? I've never played Night in the Woods. I simply haven't. I haven't played past the first 20 minutes of Undertale either, and I've never played Deltarune. I like haven't... I'm really under a rock in a lot of ways. It's like the media that I do know and love, I like really know and love, but like there's like 5 of those, and then everything else is like totally alien to me. I seem like a really eclectic kind of creator, but really my pool of inspiration is quite limited. It always has been. Alright, Zubat. Alright, Zubat. Okay, Zubat. List the 5. My 5 things that I'm most influenced by are Halley Labs, or Haley Labs. I don't know how you're legally supposed to pronounce it. That's 1. Number 2 is like skateboarding. Professional skateboarding, amateur skateboarding, skateboarding of all types, all varieties, from age 5 is my first hyper-focus ever. My 3rd is probably, yeah, webcomics, like Lame Zone, all the Lame Zone comics, Achewood, Leisure Town, hugely influential on me. Number 4, fourth thing I'm really inspired by is JRPGs and RPG Maker games. Specifically the non-RPG Maker games that I'm really inspired by have always been the Mother games and the Pokemon games. Those have always been some of my faves. But RPG Maker games are huge as well. Corpse Party, Off, Toilet in Wonderland, Ebe, Yume Nikki, all of my favorite games are RPG Maker games. So like that's number 4 is like RPG type games. 5, my 5th thing, the 5th thing I'm inspired by, I don't know. I guess the 5th thing I'm inspired by is everybody who's ever been nice to me or shown me any sort of support, and I know that a lot of people who like my stuff have been in really challenging situations and come from really challenging backgrounds, and I think it's really cool that they're all still, for the most part, like around and still kicking and doing their thing, and it makes me proud to be doing what I'm doing and to, I don't know, do play any sort of part in like motivating or inspiring those people. So those are my 5 those are my 5 influences. You love to see me take a big gulp. Do I want harsh advice? No, not really. Like I appreciate it, the willingness to give feedback, but I literally like probably won't listen. I'm just gonna continue to do things like the way that it's either easiest or most comfortable for me to do, and with near total disregard for like anything else, and I apologize, but I won't change that. I think we might win this battle this time, possibly. Who else is 32 years younger? Who else is 32 years young in here? Well, I'll be 32 years young in September of next year. And then I'll get to post my favorite song about turning 32, because I have one of those. You just beat Widow in Silksong. Are you proud of me? Yes, I'm proud of you. Even though I've not played that game and I don't understand the gravity of that challenge, I'm still really proud of you. Congratulations on making it home. I'm glad that you made it home for the stream. Welcome. Hole? Some genius you are! Oh, you are older than me, Phoebe? That's amazing. Oh, Suicune's up there. But I don't think we're gonna fight it. Oh, just kidding. You're 17. Okay. 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 Doink, doink, doink. I really like their jumping sound. Several of you guys are saying nice things about me and my music and things like that. I appreciate that. I need to heal this poison so the fucking screen won't flash. I hate that. Listen, I'm choosing not to take any of you seriously about what age you are, okay? I'm not interested in understanding what actual age any of you are. Please don't tell me. I don't want to know. I just assume if anyone's watching me that they're the correct age to be in diapers. That's all. Happy early birthday to you, Sylvie Mix. I love you too, Phoebe. Yo, you're a 30,000-year-old dragon? That's fucking lit. Can you cast any spells? Do you keep your diapers behind your fridge? No, I don't keep them behind my fridge. I keep them under my bed. Okay, so the gym leader's not in here anymore, so that means he's at the gym, which means that we can fight the gym leader now. But before we do that, it's gonna be another pee-pee break. Alright, I'm healing up, I'm healing up, I'm healing up. Okay, no, don't heal me a second time. I'm all good. Alright. I'll be right back. BRB. Who said? Who said I was gonna leave for another 80 years? That's not true. I'm back right now. I'm back right now. And I'm picking my nose. I pick a big old booger out of my nose. What do you think? What do you think about that? Oh my god, we got a couple bile heads in chat. Get the hell out of here, you all nasty. I'm just kidding. You don't have to get out of here. You can stay. Alright, gym leader. Let's do it. I think actually there's an item we can get in here. This nerd will give it to us. Yeah, item finder, alright. I knew it was something good in here. Okay, this is... Oh, I forgot about the invisible floor in here.
Can you inflict any damage on our Pokemon?
Well... I wonder how many times this stream I've made like a loud sound putting my putting my drink down on the on the desk directly next to my microphone. Which game is this? The music sounds familiar, but I can't place it. This is Pokemon Crystal version for the Game Boy Color. A lot of boogers, a lot of booger lovers in chat. A lot of boogie eaters. A lot of people in chat collecting boogers on their bedroom wall. I love Boogie. Boogie Lovers Anonymous. Forlong, why did you fart? I can smell it. I think that if you smelt it, you probably dealt it. That's just my opinion, but my bedsheet's crusted. What even is a booger made of? A booger is made of it's an amalgamation of mucus and debris inhaled from the air in your environment. I love to boogie. Saturday Night Fever, baby. We going crazy to the Bee Gees up in here. Is anybody ancient? Is anybody 90 years old? You'll know what I'm talking about. Okay. Still full health. 10 hidden powers. We can get to the second trainer for sure. Stumped by our invisible floor? Well, not yet, but I probably will be soon. You turn 93 next September? That's cool. Me too. Oh my god, Virgos! Virgo twinning! No, nobody's old in this chat. Every single one of these chatters still sucks their thumb. You're Libra? Aw, fucking fake. Fake September. Fake September birthday. Libra? Come on. I love the sprite for the medium in this game. It's so good. I love this lady. Alright, I'm healing just to be safe. Probably don't need to, but... Uh-oh, we got thumb-sucking lovers in the chat. We got people who love thumb-sucking. We got people who suck their thumb and love it. We got people who love other people who suck their thumb. We got thumb-sucking freaks in here. Forlong, I need advice. I got a baby Furby today and it keeps calling me Dada, so does that mean I drop kick it or pour ketchup on it until it explodes? You should... Just try feeding it some oatmeal with like a little spoon. The medium looks how I felt my first time trying DXM. Luna, you're not adding me right now to asking me if you should sell crack. You're not. I can't take you seriously when you ask me shit like that. You're like 2 years old. You're not gonna fucking sell crack. You pee your pants and suck your thumb. That's what you're gonna do. No, I also only recently heard about playing Goo Goo Babies. and I did know that it was from the horse game originally, but I still really enjoy hearing it mentioned. Aw, swag. Forlong age discriminating. Let a 2-year-old deal crack. That's not up to me, alright? I don't make those sorts of decisions. That's up to the discretion of the 2-year-old in question. I'm not dealing crack to any 2-year-olds. I'm not buying crack from any 2-year-olds. Whether or not 2-year-olds are selling crack is not my business. This happens to me every time. Alright. Let's go. Alright, I did it. Alright, man. This guy, I'm pretty sure he has a Ghastly, a Haunter, a Gengar, and a second Ghastly. I mean, no, a second Haunter. Playing GGBs. You're gonna abbreviate Goo Goo Babies to GGBs. That's awesome. I'm hella proud of you, Maddie. It makes me so happy and proud to know that you are playing Goo Goo Babies here tonight. And every night. Luna, you can at me as many times as you want trying to tell me you're not 2, and I will never believe you. Look at he did that little wiggle with his knees. Ooh. Yeah, whatever, Gengar. Am I allowed to draw you in a potential animation? Yeah, of course. You don't even have to send it to me before you publish it. You could just do that. I don't give a fuck. I'm happy to know that it exists and to know that that I'm tangentially involved. No matter how it turns out, if you're making it Phoebe, I know that I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna say, that's dope. Because every cartoon you've ever made has been dope. If any of y'all have not watched Phoebe's cartoons, I highly recommend doing your best to find them and watch them, because they're fucking lit. Luna, I'm not your mom. I can't tell you whether or not you should make a song about selling LSD and meth to 4th graders. I'm not your baby mama. I'm not your diaper changing mother, alright? I'm not your... You're a thumb sucking 2-year-old. And you have to grow up and make your own big girl decisions, alright? I can't make this choice for you. Alright, we got that fucking badge, which means that we can probably teach Slowpoke Surf, right? Yeah, Bro Smoke! Yeah, let's go! Now we can fucking surf! No to meth, but yes to LSD. Honestly, that's, like... Yeah. In most situations, I would wholeheartedly agree there.
I don't suck my thumbs. Sucking thumbs ruins your teeth. I don't suck my thumbs because sucking thumbs ruins your teeth.
That's what you sound like right now, Lou. We're gonna need some of these super potions, I think. I think we've got some revives still. I'm gonna get great balls. I'm gonna get some great balls just for the hell of it, and just in case we end up getting an HM that nobody can learn. Yes, you do. You do sound like that. Yeah, my personal recommendation is definitely meth no, LSD yes. I second that 100%. You think my smarty pants voice was giving Anais? Or fucking... it makes me so upset. It makes me so mad in Gumball how they pronounce her name so fucked upedly. Because I grew up going to school with a girl who was named Anais. But they... Just like, sometimes in Gumball they pronounce it like Anais, or like some fucked up way like that, and I'm like, that's so fucked. How can you say that? Mount Mortar. A critique to Mahogany Town? Well, we're not going to Mahogany Town yet, that's for sure. We gotta double back to Olivine, the other direction. I do not suggest that 2-year-olds take LSD. Only adult 2-year-olds. Let's freaking get there. Let's complete the lighthouse that we started earlier. What do you think about nitrous oxide? It burnt the bridges of 9 out of 10 relationships in my life. Yeah, nitrous sucks. Nitrous sucks. It's like way too expensive for what it is, and like people behave really strangely about it. Like, I can't tell you how many parties I went to in Seattle that were, the vibe was completely obliterated as soon as somebody brought nitrous into the party. It's like everybody lined up for it and everybody got weird about not getting enough of it, and that's just stupid. I was doing hella nitrous in 2021, and I like really made myself pretty broke doing that shit. It sucks. Fuck nitrous, honestly. It's like the worst dissociative drug. It's like super inefficient and it costs way too much money. You're honestly better off just sticking with DXM if that's what you have access to. Yeah, okay. You almost got paralyzed from doing nitrous daily. Yeah, I was in that situation too. I was having some nerve problems for sure, doing way too much nitrous, and that got pretty scary. Like you don't want to do that shit. It's bad. If you're gonna do nitrous, you should only do that shit once every 2 weeks and never do it a second day in a row. Like, do it all on one day. Don't do it a second day in a row. Don't do it a third day in a row for sure. Do not do nitrous consecutive days in a row. It's a bad idea every time. Yeah, that like horrible like tingling like feeling like you have TV static inside of your limbs, like, and it's like eating, it's like spreading through you, like that shit is really scary and awful. Do not, I do not recommend abusing nitrous oxide. Even with the B12 supplements, like, the thing about it is, like, no matter how much B12 you take, oh, okay, my dude died, or like, no, he got roared, never mind. No matter how much B12 that you take, when you take one hit of nitrous, it disables your body's ability to absorb vitamin B12 for the next, like, 48 hours. So that's why it's really important to not use nitrous for multiple days in a row, because eventually your body will not be able to make use of B12 at all, and you'll get really, really damaged in your nerves. What's your thoughts on food companies calling nitrous oxide galaxy gas and marketing it towards children? Well, my opinion is that children can't afford nitrous oxide. The thing about galaxy gas is that it's ludicrously expensive. Like, kids can't afford nitrous. And kids who can afford nitrous, like, deserve to be damaged by it. Like, that's the thing, is like, if you're like a rich kid and you have money to blow on nitrous oxide of all things, then it's like, you deserve to have a difficult experience and like learn a valuable lesson. But like, nitrous in my experience is so prohibitively expensive that like the majority of children will have like way easier access to things like alcohol, marijuana, or DXM, which honestly, like, it's not good for anybody to drink alcohol. Really, it's not super awesome for anyone who has a brain that is still developing to like be using any sort of psychoactive substance, especially on a regular basis. But I would like, if I had a kid and they were like, if I found out they were doing nitrous, I would be like, look, it's a really stupid idea to be doing this. Like, you should just be drinking Robitussin instead. And that's why it's really good that I'll never have a kid. Man, this guy is just... He's roaring all of my guys out. I'm just waiting for him to roar my Smeargle back out. Gotta have the Tussin talk with your kid. No, yeah, if my kid came to me and was like, I've been smoking weed every day for the past year, I'd be like, well, that really sucks. I hope that you can stop doing that eventually. But if my kid came to me and was like, I've been using DXM like once a week or once every 2 weeks for the past year, I'd be like, well, you're gonna get sick of that eventually, but like, LOL, like. Like, I know some people have a really hard time with like DXM addiction, and and stuff. Like, so it really grabs some people because it's all they have access to. But for me, a lot of like my DXM career has been spent like sitting in the kitchen and like listening to like the sounds that the refrigerator is making and like just like dumb, like stupid shit like that. Like literally every drug is better than nitrous. That's true, except with the exception of like tobacco. the exception of like nicotine. I agree. Oh, alcohol sucks. Alcohol super sucks. It sucks that alcohol is the drug that like most people have the easiest access to. Myself included. It's like you can see me right now with my baba. Like. I drank so much Robitussin a decade ago that I can't even smell it without getting sick now. No, yeah, I'm in the same boat. It's like I can only take it now if it's in the pressed tablets form, you know? Like, we're really spoiled nowadays. Like, nowadays it's like you don't even have to drink a bunch of syrup to get high on DXM. You can just get the pressed tablets from the fucking Robocough people. But back in the day, man, it was really rough trying to get high on that shit. Like, it was a guaranteed like diarrhea fest every single trip back in the day, like before the Robocough revolution. Krabby's cried. This game is really good. Dollar store. Oh, the dollar store liquid gels, dude, are so gnarly. Those things have so much sorbitol. It's like a guaranteed pants shit. The same person who first gave you an LSD tablet attempted to get you to take DXM and drink alcohol. Well, if you shouldn't take DXM and drink alcohol at the same time, but you can do them separately and it'll be all right. Sugarless Haribos will damage you the worst. Marshmallows, 5 marshmallows up the anus will damage you. I would just stop on my way home from work, grab 3 boxes of Robitussin at Walgreens and walk out. Nobody said shit, dude. Nobody said shit. That sounds like pretty much how it was when I was working at Walgreens. It's like at the end of my shift, I was like 19 years old. It was like at the end of my shift, every shift, I would just get a box of Delsum, and I'd buy it with my employee discount. Dude, Ralph, I don't want to battle you. Honestly, it's been nuts ever since the Robocough dudes dropped the Bupropidex tablets. Like those things are nuts. They're like the budget the budget tablets. It's like there's only 15 milligrams per tablet, but you get twice as many, and it costs half the price as a bottle of the 30 milligram tablets. And those are extremely economical, I have found. I can't believe Smeargle's level 40. That's raw. That's sick. I'm right there with you, Kermie, actually. I actually also really enjoy nasty, bitter red wine. I don't know why, I just really do. But drinking red wine is such a challenge because I always spill it everywhere and I stain everything I own. So most of the time when I drink wine, it ends up being white wine. But I always get too drunk when I drink wine. Like, I always become a mess and I always make decisions that I regret, so I don't drink wine very often. I wonder how to get to the next level of this environment. Do I have to fall through this hole? I fought you already? I know there's like, okay, here we go. You like my artwork? Do you mean you like my VTuber model, or do you mean you like the art that I draw? At Forlong, should I name a song lacing Walgreens over-the-counter meds with fentanyl and then resealing the box? No, probably not. Again, I'm not your mom, so I can't make any choices for you, but like, I personally would not name a song that. I hope you have fun and be safe as well, Phoebe. Do I do commissions? No, not anymore. I used to do music commissions, but I don't do that shit anymore. My reflection, looking good. How we doing? PB check. Not so good on the vine whips, but you know. That's right, rap snitches telling all their business. They be their own star witness. This song reminds me of being in like community college. That whole album fucking rules. Food is like one of the best rap albums of all time. I fucking love that album. Nah, I'm not really willing to joke about fentanyl or any other like hard opiate. I like know too many people who've experienced too much loss in that kind of department. I'm not willing to do that. I would advise against it. Versus? You've been Maggie from B-Sky this whole time? Well, what the fuck? Hi. It's great to see you. I love you, Maggie. I love seeing you around and seeing your posts. Even though I'm not that much on social media anymore. Trying not to be, at least. Trying to do this shit instead. Some girl at school once told you MF Doom isn't a rapper? God, I can't believe my inventory is full. What the hell? Here, I'll just use this repel and then replace it in my inventory with the super repel. Oh, I love Jasmine's sprite in this game. She's so cute. Right, the medicine is in Cyanwood. I remember that. Cyanwood City. Which, now that we have Surf, we can go to. But, fucking, what time is it? It's like 10 o'clock. Alright, I'll stream for like another half hour. Maybe we'll get down to Cyanwood, or at least close to it. But first I gotta go potty again. Okay. Sorry if you hear the Velcro of my new my new wrist brace, my new carpal tunnel wrist brace. Correcting people who spell with lowercase is so white. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, you like ticking off people who wouldn't be willing to give your music a chance. Listen, Luna, I think a lot of your hindrance, I think a lot of the way that you get in your own ways, that you seem to have an innate desire to to tick people off, and I think you'll get a lot farther and feel a lot better if you find another sort of ingredient to light your fire. If you find a different sort of motivation to continue partaking in creative endeavors besides pissing people off, I think you'll get a lot more mileage out of the whole creativity thing, because it's like that shit hits a dead end. Like if you're looking to shock, or if you're looking to piss people off, then it's like your only real options are to like become like an Emily Yukis sort of person, and like you don't want to do that. You really don't. But like I get it. It's like the world is full of injustice. The world is full of like fucked up nonsense that is infuriating. You know, life isn't fair, and it's very, very difficult to push through it all day to day, and it summons those angry feelings. But you know, it's like, make what you gotta make to express that. But like, you don't have to be terribly on the nose 100% of the time. You know, like you can take breaks, you can take breathers, and you can like find something to enjoy or to celebrate, you know, in between sessions of hating. It's like, yeah, spite. I was really fueled by spite for like a really long time, you know, like, because I got called out, and I got called out for stuff that I never even did in the first place, so I felt very bitter, and I felt very angry, and so I let spite carry me through several projects, and those projects ended up being pretty alright, but like after a while, if I kept pushing that thing, if I kept pushing that vibe, it's like people would eventually start to feel that poison, start to feel that bummer, that like huge gravity through my work. That's like that would seep through, and that would start to stain people, you know. And I'm not interested in staining people. I'm interested in like giving people something to help propel them forward, you know, that kind of thing. Like, I don't know. I got through what I needed to get through with my spite. This is not the right direction to say in what I got caught up in talking about shit. Can I confirm that the Glitter Pop collab is fake? It's not that the Glitter Pop collab is fake, it's that the fucking Glitter Pop collab is the last collab I ever did, because this person emailed me asking to do a track with me, and I was like, okay, like, you're pretty good at making music, like, here, I'll send you some samples, like, show me what you can do with them. And then, like, suddenly 18,000 people were like really mad at me and like messaging me and like telling me that I was bad and that I had collaborated with like a bad person and stuff, and like I didn't fucking know anything about them. I didn't run like a background check on them because I'm not fucking psychotic. I'm not like a insane creep who like does a background check on people. So like you know, that was clearly a mistake on my part to like invite that sort of pain and suffering into my life, like without understanding what I was doing, like. And so I'm not ever going to collaborate with anybody ever again. I'm never going to send anybody any samples. I'm not going to anybody who ever messages me asking me to do something like with me, I'm not going to do it with them, because that was just such a painful experience, and that like was I just thought I was being friendly, and I just thought that I was like sending some like unfinished stuff to a talented person or whatever. Like I don't fucking care what anybody's doing in their fucking personal life. It has nothing to do with me. I don't give a shit. Like, but it made a bunch of people fucking mad at me, and that was really annoying. So I'll never do anything like that ever again. Sorry, I'll never collaborate with anyone. Just fucking leave me alone. Like, let me live. That's all I've wanted for the past, like, decades, just to fucking exist peacefully. Like, just fucking chill out. Yeah, but you need to be more careful. Yeah, but you need to fucking suck my dick. How about that? Alright, down to cyanwood, I guess. I wouldn't mind sucking it. Yeah, okay. Shut the fuck up. That's gay. You can't tell me that I need to be more careful when my solution to the problem was to never ever collaborate with anyone ever again. It can't be more careful than that. Let's seal this poison. Don't want to deal with any flashing screens. Ugh, Ralph, come on. Don't tell me about the quillfish. Don't tell me about the quillfish, bro. Come on. I forgot that the surf music in this game is fucking awesome. Staryu, such a freak. No, yeah, it's just, it's incredible, it's way too much to ask of me to to be informed about what anybody else is doing, because I'm so much more interested in what I'm doing. I don't give a fuck what anybody is doing. Like, I don't care. I want to do stuff. If I was worrying about what everyone else was doing, I would never do anything. And then I would feel worthless. I can't put all of my energy into staying informed about what everybody else is doing, otherwise I'll just stay in bed all day. I'll be crushed by the weight of the knowledge of everything that everyone else is doing. I'm a really big fan of, like, accomplishing things and, like, focusing on my own goals. You don't need to keep saying it. I do need to keep saying it, otherwise you motherfuckers will keep asking me about it. Goodbye, Smeargle. I hope you have a good night. Yeah, I mean, you can do the, like, you can do the liking the art and not the artist thing if, like, that's what you need to do to, like, protect yourself or, like, feel morally justified in what in like enjoying what you're interested in. But it's like, you can go a step, like, you can go a step further and, like, accept that nobody will ever be perfect or, like, have an idea of, like, what the correct thing to do on the internet and in life from the moment you're born all the way until you are finished with your career or whatever. It's like, you you can accept that we are, like, literally an apex predator species that has, like, evolved to be at the top of the food chain through, like, violence and, like, terrible sort of, like, cruelty, and that, like, we are all doing our best to siphon that part out of ourselves and, like, live in a way that is congruent and peaceful in this sort of, like, world that we live in, and the way that, like, capitalism has unfolded and stuff. It's like we have a lot of ruthlessness still with us that doesn't serve any purpose anymore. And so if you can just accept that people have this sort of raging, like, you know, instinct in them to like behave animalistically and to commit wrongs and to like behave violently and to make bad choices. If you can accept that that is an elemental factor of like the human experience, you can have a much better time enjoying the stuff that you like. I don't know. It's like you don't have to forgive anybody. You don't have to like excuse anybody for like the actions that they commit, but you can accept that like being incorrect is essential to being human. There will never be an ideal person. There will never be an ideal way to act. There will never be an ideal set of beliefs to have. No matter what you choose to do or what you choose to believe in or how you choose to act, there will be a large number of people who disagree entirely with that sentiment or that set of rules or that set of expectations. And it's because there are so many people alive today. You can't there's no way to narrow it down like to something that is universally appealing or universally accepted or universally approved of. And again, it's not an excuse, it's not a pardon, but it's a reality. Like, I don't know, I I should probably just like stop talking about it. I'd argue we've evolved to be at the top of the food chain because we're cooperative in nature. Yeah, but so are like ants. I think we're at the top of the food chain because we're really awesome at killing everything. We're like hard. We're like raw. We like don't fuck around. It's the thumbs. Yeah. Yeah, it's the thumbs. Yeah, of course there are humans that are generally great. I didn't say all humans suck. I didn't say that we're all assholes and fucking losers and idiots. Like, I think the human race in general is fucking awesome. I think it's incredible the things that we've accomplished and the things we can feel and the things that we can aspire to. Like, I think it's amazing to be a human being. Like, I'm probably the furry who is like the most fond of being human out of like anyone. I love being a person. I think it's amazing. But it's also intensely convoluted and very, very arduous. It's mentally and emotionally taxing. It used to be a lot more physically taxing. It still is physically taxing, but just in very different ways than it used to be. Alright, here's where we get the medicine. This is all from the human viewpoint anyway, like we not the only beings on Earth, lol. Yeah, that's true. We're not the only beings on Earth, but we are the only beings on Earth who are capable of making a concise, broadcasted summary of an expression, a concise expression of what it is to be like a living, experiencing appendage of the universe. Which is cool. Which is really cool. I think it's awesome to be that. Alright, clearly I've been streaming for for way too long though. We got the medicine, and next time we're gonna go back to to the lighthouse, or actually maybe we'll make it back to the lighthouse during this stream. We'll do our best. All right, ready? Here we go. Night Core. If you think it's an egotistical viewpoint, then I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I guess I am happy to take advantage of the fact that I am the type of animal that is at liberty to enjoy an egotistical viewpoint. I think that's part of what makes this experience really beautiful. When do I stream usually? I stream on Tuesdays and Saturdays. And I think I'm generally going to do it in the evenings around between 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern time, because I'm on the East Coast of the United States. Quillfish is poison water. I shouldn't have used find that part. It wasn't too bad. You Australians. You Australians with your backwards Saturdays and Sundays. Oh shit! It's your boy! Oh, it's your girl, actually. She's beautiful. I'm gonna vine whip her to death. Some people do go their lives without doing anything particularly heinous. Well, yeah, sure. I mean, like, nuns, I guess. And even then, they're, like, beating kids at school. I don't know. I don't think fighting this Mantine was a good idea. Electric Fizzy, I think that you and I are clearly from very different walks of life, because nothing I'm expressing here has anything to do with Rick and Morty level Reddit cynicism, as you say. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but I believe you that it's a real thing. But I don't know what it is. Born to die, world is a fuck. 500 puppies raved. That's Kropotkin is nostalgic. That's when I was in high school and I was getting really into punk rock music. I went into this like little obscure bookstore that was like in the town next to mine, and I asked the guy there if he had any Proudhon for me to read, and he was like, "Well, I do, but I only have him in French because he wasn't published that much in English." And I was like, "Oh, well, what do you have?" And then he recommended me Peter Kropotkin, and so he sent me home with one of Kropotkin's pamphlets on mutual aid. Goodbye, Luna. Hope you have sweet dreams. My morals are, please don't hurt my friends. Yeah, that's actually like how I feel too, pretty much. It's like my philosophy is like, I know my friends are going to get hurt, but I love to see them not being hurt. I really enjoy it. You hope I keep reading? I read every single day of my life, but I don't read like theory anymore. I don't read like political theory. I read fiction because it's really healthy for my brain. My philosophy is to just be nice and let everyone play. Yeah, that's what's up. Green Puppy knows. That's what's good. Just be nice and let everyone play. No, I messed it up. I'm reading right now, believe it or not. YouTube stream chats. the highest of literature. Reading is extremely healthy. Yes, I agree. As a person on the, schizo spectrum, like, the number one solution that I've found to combat disordered thinking is to read prose. To read prose fiction is so good for helping me order my thoughts in a sequence which makes sense. When I'm in the habit of reading fictional prose which is constructed deliberately and makes sense, fuck off, Ralph. That is when I am at the height of my mental health. Is like when I'm in the habit of reading books that make sense and have plots that move forward in like a logical and reasonable way. That is when my brain works the best. If I can read books like that on a regular basis, I'm like I can think like a healthy person. Yeah, I understand that reading is like totally excruciating for like a lot of people, but if you enjoy reading even a little bit, like if you enjoy words and letters and reading, like read a novel. Like reading a fucking novel is awesome. I love reading. You think I'd hate most of Kafka? Well, I have a book of Kafka short stories on my shelf. I would like to read eventually, but I haven't read any of them so far. My favorite thing I've ever heard about Kafka is that neighbors that used to live in the apartments next to him used to say that he would stay up really late laughing really loudly at the stories he was writing. Other people interpreted them as being really depressing and generally about, like, you know, intense, like, being buried under red tape and, like, systematic oppression and, like, just being completely at the mercy of, like, a greater system that's, like, controlling you and, like, just really sad, like, oppressive stuff like that. But he was laughing his ass off the whole time he's writing it. And I think that's so awesome. You think I'd appreciate Steinbeck? I mean, probably. I haven't read Steinbeck since high school, but I read a lot of Peter Straub lately. He's my favorite author. He's a horror writer. He's like if Stephen King was better. He's like if Stephen King was way more literate. But I love Stephen King too, but I'm obligated to love Stephen King because I'm from Maine. I, like, live here. And his work is a big part of the culture here. So I grew up with, like, Stephen King books and stuff. I really like Ray Bradbury as well. Oh, if you have the Neuromancer, you should read it. I also have a copy of Gibson's Neuromancer on my shelf that I would love to read someday. It's definitely on my list. Alright, well, we did this shit. That's awesome. Alright. Well, let's see. What fucking... It's like 10:30, yeah. I think it's about time for me to wrap this up. But, yeah, if you like reading even a little bit, like, figure out how to put a book in your hands and read it. I know I sound like every fucking PSA, every dumb-ass fucking PSA that has ever existed about reading, but, like, I swear, I promise it's actually fucking sick as hell to read a book, to read a story, specifically. Like, you can read Wikipedia articles until the end of time, you can read nonfiction forever. It's not the same as reading a story. A story is awesome. Stories are sick. Fiction is sick. I love fiction. Fiction is more true than reality a lot of the time, but not in the way where I mean that literally. I mean it in the sense that fiction is a safe space for people to express their deepest desires, their darkest feelings, their truest expression can come through fiction in a way that it simply cannot in their day-to-day real lives. And that is why I think fiction is to be celebrated, and that's why I think written fiction is particularly worthy of celebration, because visual media like cartoons, TV shows, etc. are, like, fantastic, but they're collaborative works. They are more often than not, they are the amalgamation of lots of different people's combined efforts. And they lose that genuine, from the heart sort of level of expression that comes from just one person sitting down and just writing a story. Like, I don't know. You have to sacrifice a lot of, especially in the modern age, you have to sacrifice a lot of hard core expression if you're trying to make, like, a cartoon or something. It's like, imagine how much more deep and to the core a cartoon like Summer Camp Island would have been if they didn't have to deal with any sort of censors or any sort of network telling them, like, that they couldn't get too deep into any subject or whatever. Imagine how good, like, OKKO could have been if they didn't have to jump through a bunch of hoops to meet a bunch of standards imposed by the corporations and shit. It's like, when a person just sits down and writes a story in text, there's none of that. There's none of those boundaries. It's like, you know, the worst they'd have to contend with is like a publisher, but it's like, in this day and age, a publisher is not necessary. It's like, you can read fan fiction, you can read just like you can read a story that some trans girl on your you know, social media timeline wrote about like robots and mechs and like space travel and shit, and it's gonna be raw as fuck. It's gonna be 10 times better than anything you could ever see on TV if you're willing to sit down and read it. Anyway, I'm done fucking ranting about this. I love you guys. Thank you so much for yes, publishers are real and they do want to censor things, but even so, there are so many gnarly ass novels out there that have real hardcore fucked up shit in it. Like, that's why I love Peter Straub. Peterstraub. There's a bunch of fucked up shit in that dude's novels that are incredibly relevant to the experience of being a kid and having your innocence shattered too early, and just like a lot of things in and around that sort of thing that which would never make it into a movie or a TV show. It's just, I can't express how much I love written fiction. Anyway, I have to get the fuck out of here. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. The next time we stream, we'll get another gym badge, probably. I'm glad that we were able to cover as much ground as we did. But I'm gonna get out of here, and I love you guys so much. XO, I'm slapping my cheeks. Okay. I didn't put my passy in even one time during the whole stream. Hang on, I'll put it in real quick. Okay.